Hey, everybody, if you're watching back on the replay, there is a verdict. I am going to share my screen so you can watch it with me. Okay, what we have on the screen now is the verdict, so you can watch it live with me. We've been waiting for this for 4 days. Hope you're joining me live. Hi, Narrate. Yes, we're going to watch the verdict live here. My guess is hung jury, but I don't know. Hi, Camilla. Welcome, welcome. I'm at work. Luckily, it's lunchtime. So I've got my turkey sandwich, and we're going to hear this verdict. Maybe just the three of us. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, guys, if you're here watching. Hi, Jenny. Welcome. We're waiting for the verdict. Any guesses, guys? Any guesses? I've had this thumbnail up for 4 days. Hi, Jerry. Welcome. We are waiting for the verdict. Hi, Christina. Nice to have you. So the people that you're looking at now, that's Kyle Rittenhouse, the defendant there on the right, and his defense lawyers that are with him. I think the middle one is more an appellate type lawyer, where the one on the left has been more active in this trial. Good morning, Cheryl. Good afternoon, Cheryl.
For those of you in the audience portion, no, it doesn't need to be.
Let's listen in.
There can't be any reaction at all, no matter how strongly you may feel. And it's understood that many people do have strong feelings, but we can't permit any kind of a reaction to the verdict. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of law enforcement here, and will be whisked out of here if there is any. So just be aware. Okay.
Hello?
Would you go down, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can't stop coughing. They may actually have a verdict. Usually if they're hung, they'll come back and say they're hung, and then they'll do an Allen charge. But to my knowledge, that hasn't happened. Sometimes he could do it. He may have done it off camera, and we just didn't get to see it. Yeah, they said there is a verdict, so we'll get to see what it is. If you're watching back on the replay, this is happening at 12 p.m. He's asked for the jurors to come down. Everyone's in the courtroom.
All right, members of the jury, have you elected a foreperson? Would you give your adjourn number, please?
54.
54. And has the jury reached a verdict as to each count of the information?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
One verdict and one verdict only.
Yes,
Would you hand all of the paperwork to the bailiff, please?
this is the one that we did.
Okay, here we go.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on your way in or out. You're ahead by a moment. Well, don't give it away, Cheryl. Yeah, there's a bit of a lag when I do my broadcast.
The defendant will rise, face the jury, and hearken to its verdicts.
Hearken. Ooh.
Johnson versus Kyle Rittenhouse. That's the first count of the information, Joseph Rosenbaum. We, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the third count of the information, unknown male, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the fourth count of the information, Anthony Huber, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the fifth count of the information, Gage Rosecroix, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Oh my God.
Members of the jury, are these your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read? Would you wish the jury poll? Okay.
Wow.
Okay, folks, your job is done, and we started just about 3 weeks ago, and I told you it could last 2 weeks and 2 days. This is 2 weeks. This is 3 weeks. You were a wonderful jury to work with. You were punctual. You were attentive, and the forgotten six over here who had a very difficult job of keeping from discussing the case during the time that they were sequestered as well. All of you, I couldn't have asked for a better jury to work with. And it has truly been my pleasure.
Wow. Just wow.
I
That's all
think,
can say.
without commenting
Wow.
on your the verdicts themselves, just in terms of your the attentiveness and the cooperation that you gave to us, justifies the confidence that the founders of our country placed in you. So I dismiss you at this time. You're never under any obligation to discuss any aspect of this case with anyone. You're welcome to do so as
yes,
little or as
Kristen, he
much
was
as
found
you
not
want.
guilty on
The
every
media have
single
requested,
count.
a number of media sources have
That
requested the
includes
ability
2 murders,
talk
1
to you, and,
aggravated, 3
to.
aggravated assaults.
They have been
Yeah.
allowed to present presentations to you that you'll get in writing, and it's entirely up to you whether you want to contact them. They are not to contact you.
Well, I think the good thing is there'll be no protest.
If anyone does contact you and just
you know,
tell
I
them
think
you're not interested in
the
discussing,
majority
if
of
that's the
people
case.
are happy with this
Um,
verdict.
and if anyone
Can't say
persists in doing
one way or the
so,
other.
report that
I'm
to
just a
us
little
and it will
stunned.
be addressed. I assure you. At the beginning of the trial, there was some concern about information and your safety. And I assure you that we will take every measure to ensure that that is, your concerns are addressed and respected. I'm going to talk to you for just a minute, not about anything to do with the case, but just about that sole issue. And you, as I say, you're welcome to discuss the case as little or as much as you want.
Female attorneys in tears.
Any questions, anybody? Thank you so much. And you're after 4 years, you're eligible for service again. It would be my pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know where
yeah,
he's going.
Please.
So,
Or in the they can attend the library. It's not going to be more than a minute, or maybe it will be. Yeah, take him upstairs. That's fine. That's fine.
I think he'd be better off just moving somewhere else. They apparently he's in nursing school, studying to be a nurse. Wow. Jen, you missed the verdict. It was not guilty on all counts. Both murders, the assault where he shot the guy's arm practically off, not guilty. They went with self-defense. Apparently, they believed that he was defending himself with this ridiculous rifle.
Mr. Richards?
Kristen doesn't want him to be her nurse, and she lives in Wisconsin.
Any words
Yeah,
from the
hi
state?
Sherry.
The jury has immunity in this trial and has spoken.
All right, the motion of the defendant is granted. The charges against the defendant on all counts are dismissed with prejudice, and he is released from the obligation of his bond. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good day.
So the prosecution can never bring those charges against him again, is basically what he just said. So, super interesting turn of events. And I have to say, on the community poll that I did, most of the 50-some% of you said he was not guilty. So interesting, very interesting. Yeah, 56% of the people that voted said not guilty on my poll. 40% felt that he was guilty. So yeah, do you see my crystal painting back there? It's right there. That was she doesn't sell paintings anymore. She was sold on Etsy for a while, but she's out of business right now. Super cute. It fits the office really well. Civil suit by the family of the victims. That is entirely possible, but you can't get blood out of a turnip, narrator. He doesn't have any money. He was 17 at the time. He's an 18-year-old kid in nursing school. He doesn't have any money. Now, the victims' families could sue the city or the police. That's entirely possible. For because they were basically just watching all this happen and were not intervening in these protests. So Christina says, a kid walking with a rifle. Okay, well, I know. The judge had even dropped the charge that he was too young to have the weapon. The jury didn't even deliberate on that. Cheryl says, as a nurse, he will carry an AR-15. I have a feeling this kid may never touch a rifle again, to be honest with you. Hate to bring race into this, but I wonder what would have happened if he wasn't a white person. Well, that is a good question. So next week, we will be doing this same thing. Next week, we'll be on Verdict Watch for, the camera's over here. I'm looking at my iPad. We'll be on Verdict Watch next week for the Ahmaud Arbery case. And there's definitely some racial issues in that as well. Jen says she will agree to disagree with the chat. Yeah. Civil suit. Okay, I think I've read everything. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a great afternoon. Again, if you're watching back on the replay, don't hesitate to leave a comment. Also, leave a thumbs up on your way in or out. And like I said, we will be back next week for the verdict in the Ahmaud Arbery case. They're hearing closing arguments on Monday, and then the jury will get that case. You are very welcome. I'm always happy to be able to bring this to you live, even though I'm at work. It just happened to work out that it's at lunchtime. Yeah, so I'm just a little stunned. I probably would have been stunned either way. I just pretty much felt like they were all going to be hung and undecided. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we hear any of the jury dynamics, but you never know on that one. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Yes, I love you all. My show is processing. It should be up very soon. See y'all later. Bye.